Puzzles and organizing, this is like my vibe. These are getting retired for a more sanitary option. There's some literal garbage here. Is that crazy? That's just not a look. If they did, I would tell them to take all my money. I'm thinking this is gonna be high levels of satisfying. I can't tell you how long I have been wanting to organize. The top two drawers are my dresser, so I always get ready here. I do my makeup here. I don't really keep any of that stuff in the bathroom. So the top two drawers of my dresser is all of my cosmetics and everything I need to get ready in the morning. And right now, it's not the worst it's ever been, but it's a bit cluttered. And there's just so much in there and it all is covered. You know how like everything just gets covered in like a layer of makeup? Everything just needs to be like wiped down. And I have some clear organizing bins that I want to like just reconfigure these drawers and get them super organized so things stay neater longer. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take everything out of the drawer so I can clean it up really nicely. Maybe I'll pack everything up here because this is pretty much the way I want it. This is fine. I'll just move all this stuff to make some space. Then I'll just pack everything up here so it's nice and close by. There's some literal garbage here. I'm just gonna sort that out once I start packing everything back in. Something just fell down the back of my dresser. Let me check what that was. Ooh. It was just some ointment. Does anybody else hate the word ointment? It just makes it sound like something is terribly wrong. But no, I just get hives. My skin has bad reactions to certain fabrics. It's a bit chaotic, but I keep a lot in those two drawers. I can get a lot in there and it's gonna be even more organized now. I'm just gonna clean out the drawers a bit. I'm also just gonna wipe out the drawers because vacuuming only gets so much, you know? I am truly obsessed with cleaning with microfiber cloths. I use it for everything. They just they work so well. I'm just gonna rinse this out and wring this out really well again so that I can wipe everything down as I'm putting it back. All right, now comes the fun part because look at how many clear bins I have to organize my drawers with. This was a set of 29 clear bins for like 33 bucks on Amazon. I'll link the exact set that I have because I just feel like that's like a really great deal. The fun part is I get to now figure out the arrangement of putting these in my two drawers and seeing how they fit. There's 4 different sizes, so it's gonna be like a little puzzle that I get to put together. I love puzzles, so puzzles and organizing, this is like my vibe. Kind of wish I had left some room to put these up here. Yikes. All right, we'll make that work. So of the 4 different sizes, this is the biggest one. Oh yeah, these actually came with extra little feet, which is also really nice. They have these little feet at the bottom that make it so that it won't like slide around in your drawer. And they sent you a couple extra ones in case like 1 or 2 came off. But I want to use these bigger sizes for my makeup down here. I really don't know what I need, right? So I'm gonna just like play around with it and I'm gonna put some plastic bins in the drawers the way I think they should go. But then, you know, as I'm putting stuff back in, I can always like change it up and reconfigure it. But I think I'm gonna go with 2 big bins here for my makeup. And then I use a beauty blender like sponge to put my makeup on. It's in this huge pile of stuff. Here it is. And I always like stick it in a paper towel and then I just freshen the paper towel every couple of days. And that's just to, you know, keep it like separate. But if I keep it in one of these, I love that. It's just gonna be separate and like kept a little bit cleaner. And then I can just clean this like once a week or once every 6 months probably. Stick that in the corner. And then I do have a good... Wait. We just have to pause for a second. I thought I was being really clever and getting a second angle with my phone, but I don't know how I didn't realize that my entire phone and tripod is fully in the main shot. Don't worry, I do eventually realize it does take me a minute, but I do correct this a little later on. And the huge kicker is I wasn't even recording. My phone was just set up and I forgot to press record on my phone, so I don't even have that footage. Please excuse this very silly mistake. All right, now back to the organizing. And then I do have a good amount of makeup brushes, so I think I'll maybe put 2 of these behind that. Will they fit? Ooh, 2 does fit back there. And then I have this space, which is like this size, is like a little wider, but not as long. Is it wider? Actually, are they the same? No, they're the same width, but it's just a little bit shorter. That fits like perfectly in there. Oh my God, my drawers are the exact right depth. That is so satisfying. Oh my God, I love it. This is so amazing. Are you seeing how good this is? No, sis, because you didn't hit record. Like, it just fits in perfectly. Just absolutely perfectly fits in there. Like, there's no gap in the back or anything. Wow. Okay, I'm thinking that that configuration is good for my makeup. It's pretty much just that one half. The other half, like, I have a bunch of, like, bigger things. Oh, gosh. Just wait. I have a bunch of bigger things to, like, fit in here that obviously aren't going to go in little compartments. So I think that's good for that drawer for now. So let's try the top drawer. So I had 2 of these side by side, and these are nice. These have served me for years. They feel like really luxurious because they're like cloth covered, but they get dirty and you can't clean it. Like, it's cloth, you can only get it so clean. It's not like I could throw it in the washing machine. So these are getting retired for a more sanitary option that I could truly clean these. If these fit as nicely as those other bins just did, I'm just going to be so happy. Let's do a big one over here. Do two will not fit side by side, but what about that? And then like, oh, it doesn't fit. So then we won't do 2 bins that way. We'll do a bin this way. And then what else? Will 2 fit this way? Oh no. This isn't going to be as satisfying as the first drawer. You can see that. Okay. I hope you couldn't see it the whole time. You probably could. You probably could. Alright, well, that's a bummer for sure. But realistically, I probably have like a couple things that wouldn't fit in the containers anyway. This is what I'm telling myself to make it all better. It's because of these like wooden dividers here in the middle that are built into the dresser, which I love because I mean that's really nice, like built in. But it's just that like, whatever the depth of this is, I wonder if I could take them out. And would that be crazy? I totally could. I think I could take them out. Should I take them out? Is that crazy? Is that absolutely crazy? Look at that. They slide out. They slide out of the back. I can take them out. Should I do that? Let's just explore this option. We can always put them back. Maybe I'll keep just that one. I'll just take one out. Let's just see. Let's just play around. That's what we're doing here. We're figuring it out. We're getting the configuration. So if I did 2 big side by side, because that's all I have left for the big ones. I had 4 big ones, right? 2 are there, 2 are here. So I'm just gonna do with what looks good, go with what looks good. I'll do that again because that's like the same configuration I have in the other drawer. That's high levels of satisfying. Okay, all I need is for this to fit in there now. Dang. How amazing would it be if this fit in there like that? I would have to take out the other divider again because I definitely keep like big things in this section all the way to the side here. Like I have my dry shampoo And my texture spray that I don't like keeping on top of my dresser just because that's just not a look. So I lay those like down in the drawer. So I do like this compartment for that. And I would want to keep that separate so it's not all like rolling around. So maybe we'll just do like a skinny section here. And one of those can go in there or something. I've hardly used these. I could always like layer them and put them in some compartments. I think we're to the point where I just need to pack things back into the drawers and can keep configuring it that way and just see what works out. Where do I even begin? It is such a big pile of stuff. Maybe I'll put a couple of the big things that I know go in the second drawer in this like area. This is like empty. I'm just keeping it because I have the Spatty Daddy that you can like empty the bottle out with. Where is it in this huge pile? I love this thing. It just helps you get the last bit of product out, and look at how long it is. It'll work on like your bigger bottles, and I have a smaller version as well that I keep with my makeup. This little guy. These are so useful. If you don't have this, like, this helps me get out the last bit of concealer because there's always so much concealer left in your tube. Like if you use, you know, like your standard little concealer tube, so much is left in there. When you think it's done, you just have to pop the little plastic thing out and then you can get in there with this. These are so worth it. I will link them in the description for you. My moisturizer I use every day. Nail file. Hair clips. I don't need these as often. I keep a bunch of traditional hair ties around, but I never ever use these. I just like always use these guys. They're so nice. But I'll keep these around, I guess. Maybe I'll swap this guy out for two little ones. Hair ties in there. Something you'll never catch me without is like Burt's Bees pomegranate chapstick. It just adds that little bit of like red to your lip as well as just being moisturizing since it's chapstick. I always have at least 4 tubes at all times. These are actually really empty, so I'm due to buy another 2-pack. I wish they came in 4-packs. If they did, I would tell them to take all my money. Absolutely love it. Sunscreen. This is pretty tall. This bottle of perfume is actually empty. This is Incredible Things by Taylor Swift. But I just keep it around. Ooh, a spritz came out. Maybe it's not empty. Ooh, nice. It's pretty much empty, but I keep it around because it just smells so good and I can just open it up and smell it. I should really get myself another bottle. Look at how non-slip that is. Oh my gosh. My night cream fits like perfectly in there. So I take ritual vitamins I have for like a very long time. If you don't take vitamins, you should really try these. I love them because, I don't know, I just feel more adult taking vitamins. And these are like actual real good ingredients. But I always keep the empty jars because they're really handy for like travel. I have 2 of them, watch. In one I keep, oh my gosh. In one I keep some Q-tips, and then the other one I keep some like toothpicks. So I keep the empty jars to like stash things in, so I just have another like empty jar floating around, which this, you know, technically should probably throw it away, but it comes in handy. You never know. Maybe I put tampons in this one. There you go. So useful to have. I'm pretty sure everybody who signs up for Ritual, they automatically will just give you like a discount code to share with friends and family. So I'll put that code in our description in case you want to try Ritual, I guess. And then you can share your link with people that you want to recommend it to if you're into it. So not garbage, absolutely useful. Where I'm going to put these now though. Maybe down here. Oh, we love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. Look at how nicely that fits in there, and I can just grab them out, all three of them, when I'm ready to travel. Love it when a plan works out. All right, let's do my makeup because this is the part I'm probably most excited about, to just get my makeup organized into these bins like this. I'm thinking this is going to be high levels of satisfying. Bonus little thing just for that. And then we could stick a little square in there. Love it. Okay, let's go, dude. Alright, so those are all my compacts. There's really no good way of putting them. I like want to put all my skinny like mascara and eyeliner and pens and concealer in one, because that works, but I guess I could put it back here. It's not too deep. I just picture this as like the far back and it's not accessible, but it's really not that bad, right? I'm kind of thinking two skinny long ones might be better here instead of this big one. But then what do I do with the big one? Then it's just like the Wild Wild West back there with one big one, you know what I mean? Maybe I put this over here and then brushes there, or brushes with this in here, maybe that. See, the thing with organizing is you don't have to know like how it's perfectly going to come together. Like you just try a bunch of things and see what works. And then it doesn't even have to stay that way. You can change it as I go in and do my makeup. If I'm like, no, this is really not a good configuration, then I'll change it again, you know? These are also for travel. I'll stick them back there maybe. It's really silly. I have all these makeup brushes. I literally never use them, but I can also not bring myself to get rid of them. But maybe they just need to be relocated to a different drawer where I keep like some extra cosmetics and things. But like, why can't I bring myself to get rid of them? They need to be washed. So I think I'm just gonna put them in a different drawer and, you know, just keep hanging on to them for no reason at all. I think that's the plan. So here's a bit of what I ended up with, just some essentials down here, hair clips, some lesser needed things back there. This probably won't stay. I don't feel like I need this much commitment to nail stuff there. Yeah, just like all my main basics that I need here, the bigger stuff that wouldn't fit in little containers over there. And then I was kind of hoping that this part would be a little bit more satisfying, but I'm okay. They're just like kind of stacked in there. And I'll switch any and all of this up if it doesn't end up working out. But I use that quite a bit, my eyeliner and mascara and stuff. Some extras back there. I ended up putting some like little just like strips and stuff in one like that. I'm most happy about this sponge. I know I've said it a bunch of times now, but just so thrilled. Just a couple little things in there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it worked out.